Hi everyone, welcome to the Early Talker. If this is the first time you're joining us, welcome. This is the place where you can get tips and activities, how to get your little one talking. Today we're going to talk about how to get your baby or your little one babbling. Stay tuned. So maybe you've just come home from a doctor's appointment and your doctor has asked whether or not your baby has started babbling. Or maybe you've been talking to other moms and dads and they've been talking about how much their baby is talking and starting to make sounds and babbles, and you're a little concerned that your baby is not babbling as much as maybe they should be. Well, today I want to talk to you about babbling and how to get your baby to start to babble. So babbling is actually a very important milestone in development. It's a way of connecting, and it's also a precursor to learning language. We expect that babies start cooing and making noises very, very early on. You'll see that when you're giving your baby a bottle or you're nursing your baby, they're connecting with you and they might start to make these cooing and gurgling sounds of excitement. Or when you pick up your baby and you start to snuggle them, they start making noises that are excited. Or they're crying and they're fussing. Those are also ways of communicating and starting to explore sounds. By around 5 months, we really expect that babies are starting to explore babbling. So they might do ma 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 ma, ba 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 ba. Those are all different ways that they're exploring with their mouth and their tongue and their vocal cords, putting all of the important components of speech together. Because speech isn't just, I want to say a word and it just comes out. It really is an orchestra of different parts of our body working together to be able to put together sounds and words. So you can put your hand on your throat and you realize that when you're speaking, your vocal cords are actually vibrating. So we have this air that's coming out, vibrating our vocal cords to make that sound come out. Your tongue is moving, your cheeks, your lips, all of these things have to come together in concert. And the best way to get that going is to try it out and start babbling. So babies often start with something that we call bilabials. So we use our lips together, ba, 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 because it's a very easy sound to see and a very easy sound to imitate. And they start using their lips like this, ba, 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 or ma, 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 ma. Of course, mama or dada are the first words that we always want to have our kids say because we want them to call to us. But these are also very easy sounds to get going. So as I said, by 5-6 months, we really like to see babies babbling and trying out all of these different sounds with their mouth, with their voice. And we hear usually this repetition of the same, what we call consonant vowel combination. So ba, 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 ma, 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 da, 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 the same thing over and over again. And as babies get older and they start developing, then they start to put different sounds together like ma, da, ba, ba, and things like that. So by 12 months, we really expect that a baby has their first word, and a word doesn't have to sound like a full word like ball with a b, all put together, or dog, dog, all put together, but it has to be some sort of consistent representation of the thing that you're talking about. So if you have a dog and your baby always points to the dog and says da, 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 and that's how they call their dog, or let's say your dog has a name and his name is Buster, and he says ba, ba, ba for the dog always. Well, we really kind of consider that a word, even though it's not a full word as you would normally think of. Ma, 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 if he says ma, ma, ma to absolutely everything, then we don't really consider that a word. So the word has to have a reference and it has to be consistent. So before they're actually developing that word, between, let's say, 5 and 12 months, they're doing all of this babbling and they're putting all of these sounds together. And when there's concern is when the baby's not actually putting these sounds together, they're not actually exploring. So we want to jump in there and we want to help your baby babble. So how can you encourage your baby to babble if they're not already doing so? Or if they've just started to make noises and start to babble, how can you encourage that and expand it and then eventually turn it into words? So the best way to do it, as I always like to do, is everyday activities, and you want to get down onto their level. So make sure that your face is really close and in view with your little baby. So that means lying down on the floor and putting out a couple of their favorite toys and seeing which ones they go for. And then you go and you follow their lead. Let's say your baby's really into a ball toy, where they take a ball and they put it in the toy and maybe it pops out on the other side. So sit there for a minute and watch them play. Are they making any noises? Are they looking your way? Are they engaging with you? So if they're not making any sounds, then you can offer some sounds in. You can start saying ba 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 ball, and maybe they'll look at you and copy ba ba ba, and then get excited. Great, ba ba ba! You said ba 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 ball. We always want to offer that word, as an example, but still kind of expand that babbling. If they're not saying any sounds and they do look at you, they're engaged with you. Perfect opportunity, again, to then offer them that sound. Ba, ba, ba. Slowly, quietly, let them see your face. Ba, ba, ba. And then they start, maybe they're putting their lips together. Good, encourage that. You definitely want to give them credit for trying. Good job. I see you're saying ba, 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 and do it again. Ba, 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 ba. So you want to also offer this back and forth turn taking. Eventually, this almost is like a conversation. They babble a little bit, you babble some more. You offer them something that they can then copy and expand on. Let's say your baby maybe has ba 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 or ma ma ma, so they are saying some sounds. Then you want to change it and offer different consonants and different sounds together to make it more word-like, because we don't just have one consonant and one vowel over and over and over in a word. We want to practice combining them. So they say ba ba ba, you can offer them ba ma ma or ba ba da ba. Change it up a little bit and see if they copy you. If they copy you, great. If not, then keep going. Just keep offering it up to them. Another thing that babies really like is a change of intonation. So make it almost like a sing-song. So you can do ma 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 and see if they follow you, or ma da ba ba. Change it so that it sounds like a song and like a little bit of a pattern. Another great activity or toy that works really well for practicing different sounds and different babbles is animal sounds. So you can take your Animal Farm set and you can say for the cow, look, the cow says moo, and then offer it up as a babble, moo, moo, moo. Give them the toy, they can do it as well. Let's say they, good, moo, moo. So you can put that consonant together with a vowel, moo, 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 just to expand it a little bit. It's always very important to just wait and observe, see what your baby's doing. Even if your baby's not doing these elaborate babbles, take what they are doing and expand on it. So you hear them saying, yes, good, moo, 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 and have them look at you and wait. Are they going to copy you? Are they just watching? Are they going to play with it? If they lose interest, take something else. Another tool that I love to use is bubbles. So bubbles, every child loves bubbles. You can take the wand, blow a bubble, and say ba 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 for bubbles. You could use it to practice the P sound. Pop, 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 pop. And wait, what do they do? Are they reaching out? Are they looking at the bubbles? Say it again. Blow the bubbles. Pop, 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 pop. Again, changing your intonation and changing your tone. Songs are one of my favorite activities to do with babies, really babies of all ages. But definitely when they start babbling, these are great opportunities to teach them something that has a routine, to teach them sounds, it teaches them turn taking. And so what you can do is you can sing a song with them. So Baba Black Sheep, which is perfect, it has the ba ba ba, it has all different sounds of repetition that you can do with them. So Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool? And then you wait. Are they going to try to fill in? Are they going to sing along with you? And you can sing the same thing over and over again with them. Put them on your knee. Have them really close to you. You can bounce with them when you sing it. Row, row, row your boat. You're holding their hands. You're engaging with them. And then when you stop, what do? Are they giggling? Are they asking for more? Are they saying sounds? You want to repeat those sounds. You want to engage with them and expand on whatever sounds they're saying. So you want to say ba ba black sheep? Are they laughing? Are they saying ba ba ba? Great. Ba 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 black sheep. And then you sing the song with them. So as I said before, babbling is an important milestone in development. It really provides the building blocks and a precursor for learning words. It also builds connection, and it shows your baby that talking and saying sounds actually is a way of getting attention and communicating. So I still want you to make sure that you're providing your baby with a rich vocabulary, that you're still talking and explaining everything that you're doing. And when you're playing with them, you're still giving them lots of examples of great vocabulary and of words. But if they're not babbling yet, or even if they are babbling, imitating them, offering them something to copy, offering something on their same level as ba ba ba, ba ma 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 ma, ba da ba ka ka. All of those different speech sounds and those different ways of exploring speech sounds is really very important. So thanks again for joining me. I hope you found this video helpful. If you want more tips and activities and therapy strategies, then subscribe to the channel. You can check out the links below. I also love hearing any sort of feedback for you, so please leave them in the comments below. Tag the Early Talker in your posts about how your kids are learning language and developing. I'd love to hear about it. Until next time.